Arteta is not a bad coach, but he's not a good coach for Arsenal as at now.
Arteta is a good coach, very good coach. He's tactically sound. Beyond that, you need players that can fit into your pattern.
He has a part to play. You can't tell me that the board will be signing only defenders for you.
No, forget about the theories they talk about the board.
Arsenal has been linked to top strikers. The board don't come out money buy the strikers.
Calm down.
Shena, Arteta go buy the strikers from markets.
Arsenal situation, you get me?
Coach, he's out of words.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Football Banter.
Arsenal, Arteta, next season, Netflix. So that's as you know. That has happened to be the consistent. That's what's been consistent over the past few years with Arteta building his Arsenal squad. But no one has been more expectant than both the fan base and opposing fan base alike about next season, seeing what Arsenal can do. And the only missing piece in the puzzle, right now for Arsenal is a striker. And if that's missing piece gets fixed in or fitted in, then maybe Arsenal could go all the way to conquer the world. But then we had Thierry Henry have a say about the last few years with Arteta, saying, especially this past season, he said at least Arsenal should have won a cup. And also you had a window. Arsenal, the season was still very much up for grabs in January. And you had to pick a striker, and then the only striker you could get was Raheem Sterling, right? And so that begs a lot of question. And right now, we're going to look at what the season holds for Arsenal. Coach, do you think Arsenal can do anything next season? Because don't forget, next season, Man City is coming back strong, Man U is coming back strong, Chelsea is coming back strong. That's the regular guy. Liverpool is hoping to maintain their position,
to defend their titles.
And then we have other people investing as well. Newcastle is going to come in. Emery is going to also, with his Aston Villa, is going to also, make moves.
We don't know about Chelsea.
How would you know about Chelsea?
Chelsea, are they serious in the transfer market?
Come on, they just signed the lap.
Continue.
And besides, they've spent over 2 billion already in transfer. So come on, how can you say Chelsea cannot? They just won the conference. Come on, don't talk about Chelsea like that.
Okay.
So, coach, what do you think? Do you think next season Arsenal can do anything? Or you think they've run out of luck? Because you can only get so good for so long. Like for the past 3 seasons at least, Arsenal has been on top. They've just been unlucky to pick up a trophy. And do you think that Arteta is going to do anything different with Arsenal next season?
I've said it time without number. You cannot be having a problem of head lamb and then you go to buy tire. It doesn't work now.
This is your parables.
It doesn't work. And Arteta, to me, there's no need giving him another chance. Because for Thierry Henry to come out to say what he said, he has done thorough analysis of the situation. Arteta is not a bad coach, but he's not a good coach for Arsenal as at now. He's not a bad coach. Maybe he should try his luck somewhere else.
But do you realize how far where he has brought Arsenal to right now? Arsenal is the second team in terms of power, right now in football.
I will say it again. Where there's a number one, there's a number two, but the number one is more heard than the number two. Okay. Arsenal is not a club whereby you go 5 years trophyless.
That's true.
It should not be. Look at Chelsea. Yeah. Chelsea is still going through the same situation that other clubs are going. Man United in the past 5 years that struggled to at least win something.
Yeah.
But Arteta, with all his genuinity, with all his tactics, with all his whatever, is taking Arsenal to nowhere. Is that what Arsenal want? Okay, if that's what Arsenal want, then keep him. But I think Arteta is dragging you in the mud. Because one thing, for sure, sorry Arsenal fans out there, make una pursue this man may go. Now bring somebody else may come try do something. I beg, una pursue may go because there's no need. I never keep coach. Coach, where I need result for 5 good years, nothing to prove of. Wait till we talk about this one.
Ebuka, do you think, because right now the pressure, at this point, the pressure is high on Arteta. And next season, it's either a trophy or he goes.
Are you still saying there's a next season?
Facts. No, coach, actually, there's a next season.
For him?
And I feel the next season is the
How
last
many next
lap
season don't come
if
before?
If it does not delivers. Because, no, this time around. You see, why there's a next season for him is because
He has
last
earned it,
season-
actually. He has earned it.
Yeah, and the last season they didn't get a striker, and he had so many players out, and he was still able to
compete.
do what he did to compete.
Are you
and-
struggling to tell me that Arteta is like that? What is that Chelsea attacker name?
No, at least
See
he,
that Ryan,
You say Arteta is Nicolas Jackson.
No,
that
look.
will have. He need to have 10 opportunities to score 1 goal.
No, coach.
So we need to give him many
coach,
years for him to
I
win a
think-
trophy.
I think because
of a
of
club
what-
that
because
spends
of
money.
what
Nicolas
happened last
Jackson
season.
don't win trophy.
Because of
He
that,
has won trophy.
See,
No,
coach,
I'm
coach.
talking
So
about
it's,
Nicolas Jackson playing for Chelsea. We know.
Coach,
Just
because
1 minute.
of-
I'll give you. Just 1 minute. I'm talking about Nicolas Jackson playing for Chelsea. You know, Nicolas Jackson needs to have about 15 opportunities
like
before
we
he
saw
scores a goal.
against Ribetis.
You
Look at the
understand?
chances he
You
missed.
understand? So are you saying that Arteta should be given more years?
No, I'm talking
to win a
about
trophy?
just this next year.
Okay, just next year.
Now listen, coach.
How
do you
many
know why?
next year you
Do you know
Ebuka, I
why?
don't talk and hear?
Coach, do you know why? Last season, we all knew what Arsenal needed. Arsenal needed a striker. Now, I don't want to blame anybody. All right, it has passed. I don't want to blame anybody. But if you ask me, I will say, okay, Arteta, maybe he opted for more defenders because I feel he's so obsessed with defensive players that are really good on the ball and stuff like that. Or if you ask me, I'll say it's Arsenal. I don't want to release the money or I don't want to do the transfer. So still I can't still even point fingers and I can't even say this is the reason. It has passed. Now, along the line, with their few attacking options, they had a lot of injuries, right? And so they have some things that they can point and hold on to and say, okay, let's forgive him, let's have mercy on him, and let's give him one more season where we'll provide everything. Like we can see now, they're going in for Benjamin Sesko, a striker. Later on, maybe they'll go in for more firepowers in the wings and stuff because definitely Saka needs someone to help out. So, and I don't know, I feel Arsenal, if they are reasonable, they should go for Lookman. And I want to see and maybe they will, and me, as a football fan, I want to see what Arteta is going to do with Martinelli on that left wing. You see, I feel he has not gotten the best out of Martinelli. There's still more that Martinelli has to offer to Arsenal that Arteta has not gotten because of the way he plays. I feel maybe they want to see, okay, now we'll get you attacking options and we want to see how good you can be attacking wise. Now, if this season if they give him everything and his attacking football does not change, man, they will X him. Not only that, not even the attacking, if it does not change and they win trophies, major trophies, they will even leave him. The main thing is winning major trophies. You understand?
Ebuka, you've said Ebuka, for market where they sell football, where women they cook and sell, yeah? You get me?
Yeah.
You a cook, you know, won't be the best. You don't know what the other person cook to make money. As Arsenal they plan to buy whosoever they buy, now so other thing they prepare to.
Yes.
And see, I tell you what it go happen. Arsenal situation. You get me?
Coach, he's out of words.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
But Arteta is a good coach, very good coach. He's tactically sound, but beyond that, you need players that can fit into your pattern. And
that can even go all
first
the
of
way.
all, Saka is not growing any younger. This guy is getting old. He has to lift a trophy. He shouldn't end up becoming like Harry Kane that stayed so long in Tottenham and didn't win anything. All thanks to the new guy that just gave them the Europa League. So what I'm saying is that Arteta should just be given just one chance. one more chance, like Ebuka said. One more. And the problem is, it might not be Arteta. It might
it's
be
actually
the
not
board.
Arteta.
Because you have the opportunity to sign players that suit into. Arteta obviously knows players that suit into his pattern. He knows that he needs this and he needs that to get him that trophy. But the board, on the other hand, they are very reluctant in giving him what he needs. So for me, I feel that beyond Arteta, the board should also help him, because I don't think they are helping him enough. See, Maresca that just came with everything, they support and everything. Arsenal should do the same. Support this guy.
Maresca don't get support now.
Coach,
No,
sorry.
no,
He has
wait,
always
yes,
had
now.
support. He has always had support.
Support this guy. Give him the players he needs. And although, on the other hand, if he's being stubborn and say, I want to maintain, I want to just go with what I have, he should be ready.
Now
they will fire him very soon.
I don't want, like you said the board. You want to blame the board for the transfer. I don't want to just place everything on the board, because whether you like it or not, he's the coach, yes, the manager, but he has a part to play. You can't tell me that the board will be signing only defenders for you.
No, forget about the two easily talk about the board.
And you are satisfied.
Declare Rice, they don't give her money.
See,
Other players don't buy, no money.
Listen,
Maybe Naib go for, no be board approve am.
Board don't give him.
Listen.
Board don't see.
Listen now,
Arsenal has
wait.
been linked to top
Listen,
strikers.
listen.
The board don't come out money buy the strikers.
Calm down.
Shena Arteta go buy the strikers for markets.
Yemi.
It imposes himself as the head coach.
Yes, now I'm very sure the one you're an Arsenal fan. I'm sure that your club will have budget that they want to spend every transfer window. Is that right?
Well,
And he's always low.
Exactly.
He's always low.
Now,
So may use the low budget buy with
listen now. Listen,
Go on,
wanna
go
calm
on.
down. I know where they go.
Go on.
I know where they
Go on, go
go.
on.
If you check what Arsenal spent last season, even now this one season, if you check what they have spent last season, the season before, see how much they signed Declare. I'm not saying he's a bad signing. He has proven to be very good. And some other players, Arsenal has money that they can use to sign strikers at least. Now last season, instead of Arsenal to go for attacking options more, see, there's money that will be there, whether low or not. But the thing is, it's the coach that will now tell them where he lay more emphasis on the position in which he wants. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You understand? So the coach has a part to play. Like now, okay, look, let me use my team as an example, Barcelona. Even as Barcelona is financially down right now, look at now this transfer season. Flick has gone to talk with the sporting director. Look at the parts that I need critically. I need this position to be strengthened. You understand? So it's with the budget that they have, they will go into the market and strengthen that position. I feel Arteta is, if you check the way Arteta even plays, the way Arteta plays is so conservative. Sometimes
No, it was just this season. Is this season Arteta started playing
since the beginning of this season,
becoming
he
conservative.
has been conservative.
Look here.
Even
the
last
one
season,
before he said
because
something,
look,
hold
there
on.
was an Arteta can play 4 centre backs for the back. You go see the way you go see play fine way play centre back for midfield. No place on that man. Even with his players available.
Ebuka, you cannot compare Arsenal and Barcelona. We all know where Barcelona gets its funding and where it gets its ingredients. When I get good academy, La Masia. When I like or not, I'll get player come there. But Arsenal, on the other hand, when I talk say board, when I talk say, to me, I feel like everything is on Arteta, because if it doesn't work, he's a coach. The board has nothing to do with it. You come up with your options. We've seen coaches going against the board or going after the board. Now, look at, you said Arteta's tactic, this, that. Arteta, I don't see the tactics working. Because one, Pep Guardiola played, one I keep complaining about strikers. Maybe Declare Rice scored 2 free kicks against Madrid, win Madrid.
Guardiola win 2 Premier League without striker.
Ebuka, 1 minute
No,
now.
continue.
Any player for inside pitch will score goal, even goalkeeper will score goal.
Yeah.
It all depends on your commitment, the ginger way you give them, the inspiration and the experience. Now, coming to Guardiola. Arteta learned from Guardiola. He and Guardiola learned for a long while. I don't know. Was he with Guardiola when Guardiola won the league with no striker?
Yes,
no
he was there.
attacker?
He was there.
He was there, but so what did he learn? I'm asking the question. You don't laugh, Ebuka. What did he learn?
Hold on. To be fair,
Because when we keep complaining,
to be fair,
I'll give you the cue, just 1 minute. When we keep complaining about attacker, or striker, if you complain about attacker, I will tell you there's a Saka, there's a Martinelli, though, who understand the situation will happen. There's a Trossard, there's a this, there's a that. But when you talk about strikers, who understand that perhaps Gabriel Jesus injured, but you had a Merino who was bought for that to stand in should in case You understand? I don't know if he was there or Merino was a midfielder. at that time.
Marino is
But
a center midfielder, sometimes defensive.
It's a
Now condition I make us start the play striking.
Sorry, that was by the way. It pains me because Arsenal is a club that I love so much. Like seriously, but I know the one. So I love so much, but no, like seriously, I've been a fan to Thierry Henry.
Okay, sorry, now be their wife now. Why? So people will love.
I've been a fan to Thierry Henry. That's why I always say this, that Arteta should leave, because one thing, Arteta is not doing any good for Arsenal as it stands.
Okay.
You don't finish build. You said you were building.
Okay.
And for how many years you want to take build? Even Caro, Federal Secretariat Caro wrote, or Federal Secretariat Nyanya wrote. You know, go take 5 years.
Coach, hold on. We have a global audience. We have a global audience, so they might not relate to that. Caro and example that you're giving.
Them on the map.
Yeah. So, but looking at the whole situation, I would not blame Arteta completely, because he has not, from the moment he even took the job, he has always been loud about getting a finisher, a striker. He went in for this guy Juve. What's his name? Dusan Vlahovic, and didn't get him. And he's always identified. Even Benjamin Sesko, and Arteta has demanded for Sesko since last season, but the club did not do the deal. We need to also understand that Arteta is not the person who gives the final decision. He can only say, this is where I want to be strengthened. Identify the player, you go and do the deal. So if they don't do the deal, there's nothing he can do.
Sorry, do you think he lay more emphasis on that position than the rest?
Even if he lays more emphasis, in fact, this season, at so many points, Arteta has indicated.
Is it not obvious?
He has said it.
No, that January they could not do.
Listen. Even this season, there are some point Arteta has, though he cannot come out and say this is what, but he has insinuated it. Okay. So it's not even you can. In fact, you talk about Arteta not.
That might be true because they sold a lot of strikers like Nketiah and the rest.
You might even say he didn't do it. Guardiola won the league without a striker. Then Arteta should have also. Don't forget, last season there was no striker, but at Arsenal, had the most goal in the league.
No go there. No,
Arsenal scored the most goal in the league without a striker.
That was last season.
Hold on. I don't refuse. Una go Premier League and go score more goals to go win titles.
Relax. We're talking
What you talk about?
We're talking about the striker issue.
Striking me. We talk about.
No, relax. We're talking about the striking issue, right? We're just talking about the striking issue. So if you look at it very well, it's not an Arteta problem as it stands. It's a board problem. See, personally as a fan, I knew that when we went out of the way to spend 100 million to buy the Clarice, it would take like 3 seasons before we could spend that kind of money again.
Maybe that's why the board is still keeping him, because they are controlling the situation.
Yes, he's controlling the situation.
No, that he's controlling
because they are controlling him.
If the board is controlling the coach, and that's why even if you go trophyless in the next 10 seasons, there's no problem.
I'm telling you.
If I were you, advice to you as a friend, as a brother,
I'll
leave Arsenal.
No, of course, it's a good advice.
Because like seriously, I cannot be in a club whereby the board is happy with the coach who doesn't bring anything on the table.
It's a good advice. That's why we are giving him one more year.
One more year.
One more year. At least they have to deliver a major trophy. Not even just a trophy, a major trophy.
If you buy the player now, because una don't keep it, because una won't win trophy, una no go still win trophy.
Okay. All right, guys. Let us know what you think about Arsenal and Arteta, with the next season charge. And everybody's expecting Arsenal to do something huge in the transfer market. But we're still playing around. The team, for me, Arsenal is still playing around. Sesko, Gyökeres. And I personally do not think that is a serious intent.
Now, no go for Osimhen.
But then, let's see what happens. Osimhen, bless nobody wants Osimhen for Europe. So, but until then, let us know what you think in the comment section. And if you're not subscribing, what are you doing? Like, come on, aren't you enjoying the show, huh? Okay, so please do well to subscribe so that you can more people who enjoy banter can come on board and join us on the show to always relieve stress with football banter. And until then, we'll see you on the next episode. But for now, from I and the guys here in the studio, is ciao ciao. See you in the next episode and bye for now.
Football Banter.